morning or afternoon, depending when you watch this. Jenny here. I wanted to offer you today, at the request of my friend Heather, toe pose, which is a pose that I really love to help practice with contractions. And as you're sitting in this pose, which I'm hoping you find difficult, because that's the point, you can come to find a breath or technique that you know that is helpful for you to get through what I like to call an uncomfortable sensation. I don't like to call pain in this posture. I don't like to call it pain. If it is pain, you shouldn't be in it. When it comes to contractions, you might perceive them as pain, of course. I like to call them a sensation, and maybe it's a euphemism, but I just, the connection between the word, even just the word pain and fear, and how that all plays together, I would just rather call it a sensation that might be less than comfortable. So we're going to come into this pose, which will probably give you in the backs of your feet a sensation that is less than comfortable. We're going to stay there for quite some time, and then the goal is to find, in the times that you practice this, a breath that works for you. For me, it's a nice long exhale through the mouth, and you can play with the size of hole between your lips as you do this. So come to tuck the toes underneath the body. Some of you might need to have something under the hands so you relieve some of the pressure as you get practicing with this. Some of you won't feel very much. You can come to lean back. If you feel nothing at all, the alternative, and again, this comes from Bhaskar. I don't know if you're going to watch this video, Bhaskar, but I remember he did this in class, and I finally felt something in this pose, is to tuck the toes the opposite way. So this gives me loads of sensation. This personally gives me a lot less, but I've been practicing this pose for many years, probably since I was pregnant. I don't really remember, but it's a really wonderful pose. So yeah, come to sit back on the feet, and we'll sit here together. I'm not going to talk very much, and I just want you to find a breath that works for you, that you can get through this pose, seeing it through to the end. So again, that long exhale through the mouth. Maybe it's a very small circle. Maybe you have mentally checked out, and that's fine too. Just knowing that this is your practice and you can come out whenever you want to. You can also remind yourself of how strong you are and how capable you are. And this pose, which comes from Yin Yoga, is so fitting to think about impermanence and how nothing lasts forever. Not this pose, and not a contraction. We'll come forward towards the hands if you're ready, and you can tap out your feet, or you can sit back and lift the knees. So when I teach this posture in class, I like to do it 3 times and let everybody go at their own rhythm. So I'll suggest the same thing to you. Once you understand how to do the quite simple pose, you don't even need this video. You can just come to sit back on the feet, and I recommend practicing it. Practice it every day if you can, and you build up your tolerance for it, just like you do anything, and you find that particular technique that works for you, that you can then hopefully use when you need to be in your zone during contractions. And yeah, I hope that's helpful. Thank you, Heather, for asking for it. Heather asked for that pose where you squat and sit back on your feet, and I can only assume that's what she was asking for. I thought it came from it comes from yin yoga, but Heather said that she used it in her prenatal yoga classes, which is really, really awesome. Not that I thought I was the only person teaching it, but it's really cool that that other people have picked up on how incredibly useful toe pose can be for practicing. And I won't say I hope you enjoy it. It's not super enjoyable, but I hope that it's useful to you. And thank you for watching.